to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Texans football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Of all the ways the first points could go up on the board, a safety, well, it's one of the more rare and least likely, and we nearly saw it right there. What a great spot for the aggressiveness of that defense. And the QB, well, he nearly obliged them by dancing way too close to the goal line. We're still scoreless, just barely.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Throwing from near his own goal line. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Here we go, let's go. Love it.
Shotgun now, first round. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action with Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, smash, bro.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 5. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Let's go.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They send the tight end in motion. Here we go on 4th, Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now. Hey, smash. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 seconds.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He fires one deep down the right sideline.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
White, Tony. Oh,
Here's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They motion the tight end over. 1st down, Stroud. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
On the quick, right? 11.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
All right. Hey, uno more.
Running back sent in motion. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
South.
Here's Stroud now. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Flush down now to his left. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 33 on second down. That throw finds Johnston. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. South.
To the air, Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Hey.
From the gun, Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
See the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's got Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Johnston brings it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos in possession. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Touchdown, Denver! Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Right to Texas.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go.
Play action with Nix. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Nix with it on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Sack. Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down from the red zone. This one falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw again. Nix. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And the Texans grab it. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. No luck finding his receiver that time.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Here we go.
First down, Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Already.
Stroud off the play fake. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Completed to Collins. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud now on 3rd. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
On the quick, right?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Gets him close to 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
All right.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Rolling left, buying some time. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers, but always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hence going out for the sack.
Running back sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. He puts some power on it. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 3rd quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Tight end going in motion here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This finds Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Here we go!
Trying the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go!
Up the gut they go with Williams. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That throw finds Johnston. This gets the 1st and more. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He spins right by him, and he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. Take over.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And he makes the half call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He's got the squiver. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to the air, Nix after the pick. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
19 Lion. 19 Lion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Throw complete to Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Nix with it on 1st. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They'll throw again. Nix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans have it after the turnover at the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
11.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
All right.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now, that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right?
Now give left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Texans holding a 10-point lead.
All right.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
out.
Shotgun now, first round. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Punt team on the field. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have 3rd and short.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Going for it, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
That's good. 4 on 10 for Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So the Texans come away with